Hello, my name is Lena Edmonds, and today I'm going to be talking about major depression disorder and how it's often misrepresented in the media and the stereotypes that exist. I will give examples and information that I learned throughout this course and in the textbooks to give you a better understanding of major depression disorder. A common stereotype portrayed in the media is that if someone has depression, they must be suicidal. Media often portrays actors as constantly wanting to die or as being on the verge of suicide. While suicidal thoughts can occur in some individuals with depression, this is not true for everyone and should not be assumed. Another major stereotype is that having depression makes you weak. This normally prevents men from seeking help when experiencing problems associated with depression. Major depression disorder is not just about feeling sad. It can be a deeply disabling condition. People with depression often struggle to maintain employment or continue their education, which can lead to financial stress and lost opportunities. Many individuals with depression report experiencing discrimination because of their condition. This discrimination can discourage them from forming relationships, applying for jobs, or pursuing education and training. Depression also affects physical health. It can increase the risk of heart disease and can worsen outcomes for individuals who already have cardiovascular conditions. This shows how closely mental and physical health are connected. In movies and TV shows, characters with depression are often shown as immediately suicidal or engaging in self-harm. This portrayal is misleading because suicide is only one possible symptom of depression, not something that every person with depression experiences. In reality, many individuals with depression struggle with low mood, fatigue, lack of motivation, or difficulty concentrating without ever having suicidal thoughts. The media focuses on extreme cases, which creates an inaccurate and harmful stereotype. In the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, the character Hannah reaches out for help several times and does not receive proper mental health support. The adults and peers she turns to fail to recognize the seriousness of her depression or respond appropriately. As a result, Hannah copes in unhealthy and harmful ways, reinforcing the false idea that when people seek help, it often does not work. According to what we learned in this course, major depressive disorder includes many symptoms such as low mood, fatigue, changes in sleep, loss of interest, and difficulty concentrating. Suicidal thoughts are only one possible symptom, not a defining feature. Many people with depression go to work, attend school, and maintain relationships while struggling internally. Research shows that about half of the people who experience one depressive episode will experience another in the future. With each additional episode, the likelihood of future episodes increases significantly. While about 70% of individuals recover within a year, some continue to experience long-term impairment, and many who recover still have lingering symptoms that come and go over time. This challenges the media portrayal that depression can be cured quickly or permanently through a single event or relationship. Psychology tells us there are evidence-based treatments, recovery is possible, and depression doesn't mean suicide. Major depression disorder can cause severe symptoms that affect how you think, feel, and handle daily activities. To be diagnosed, a person must have symptoms such as loss of interest and feeling sad, empty, hopeless, or appearing tearful to others for at least 2 weeks. According to the DSM-5, major depressive disorder is defined by two core symptoms. The first is a depressed mood most of the day, nearly every day. This can look like feeling sad, empty, or hopeless, and sometimes it's more noticeable to others than to the individual themselves. The second defining symptom is the loss of interest or pleasure in activities that were once enjoyable. Many people stop engaging in hobbies, social activities, sports, or even relationships that previously mattered to them. For example, someone who once loved playing tennis may completely stop playing because it no longer brings them joy. These two symptoms show that depression is more than just sadness. It affects motivation, interest, and daily functioning. These stereotypes exist because of lack of information, fear, and societal standards. There are several different stigmas that can have an influence on stereotypes. Public, self, and structural. Public stigma includes negative attitudes society as a whole views mental illnesses. Self-stigma refers to the negative attitudes, including internalized shame, that people with mental illness may have their own condition. Structural stigma is more systemic, involving policies of government and private organizations that intentionally or unintentionally limit opportunities for people with mental illnesses. Examples include lower funding for mental illness research or fewer mental health care services. We can help others abandon this stereotype by calmly correcting misinformation, sharing what we've learned in psychology, and emphasizing that depression looks different for everyone. Additional ways we can change the stereotypes within depression is using more informed language, normalize seeking help, sharing personal experiences, and educating that symptoms vary among everyone. Talking openly about mental health and treatment helps reduce stigma and encourages people to seek help earlier. The idea that all people with depression are suicidal is a harmful myth. Through this course, I learned that effective treatment for depression often includes psychotherapy, medication, or a combination of both. By sharing evidence-based information and correcting media-driven stereotypes and encouraging empathy, I can help others replace inaccurate beliefs. Media portrayals that oversimplify depression can increase stigma and discourage people from seeking help. By sharing evidence-based psychological information, correcting media-driven stereotypes, and encouraging empathy and understanding, I can help others develop a more accurate view of depression and support those who may be struggling. Here are the references that I use for my pictures and some additional information in this presentation. I hope this helped you understand more about depression and the way media is portraying it inaccurately.